The prettiest paddle in the game, and the silver tooth. That is the Kenyan anthem. On Friday you got banned. On Saturday unakunywa chrome.
You don't wanna go that road, the boogie you sliding up Buddha si chochi. Chill Buddha mini shot finna get lit up coming in tochi. Yo, finna get lit up coming in nare up bosses, you're a crackhead. What are those noises? Bro, come and get your mistress up with the gang, we don't need disguises. Son up, we don't need disguises, yo.
Y'all know what it is, Killy Money boys. With the Shrap team. Y'all know what it is. When y'all listen to Shrap, that's Killy Money boys right there. Shout out to the GOAT.
I love me some Kilimani boys.
Shout out to the GOAT, Jovi Jove, the GOAT of Shrap music. If you know, you know. That man is it. But as we pay homage to one of the gods of Shrap music, we gotta play the intro, fam. We gotta play the intro. I mean, this is the Boutros intro to Tindo.
Yeah, what?
I mean, yeah. What? Yeah. Yo, Boutros just dropped people. Don't act like it's a normal day. Come on, man. God damn.
What you mean?
It's not a normal day. Tindo.
It's just Boutros.
No, listen. Okay, so let me explain something.
No, you're hyping like a chile.
No, listen. So, I heard.
Calm down.
I started. The first time I heard the studio version of this entire album was 2 years ago. And y'all just getting Tindo now. So I know what finna hit y'all. Y'all ain't ready for Tindo.
If it's booty, we're ready.
Ilikuwa fun, ilikuwa mtani, nikiwa maji, nikiwa ndogo. Ati trending, kwa bari, uko ndege, uko shopping. Hizi ni gani, Johnny Formaters ni host.
Oh man! Mahera zoko kuinje. Look, let me tell you what. Nah, let me tell you something. This man,
it's just booty.
No, but do you know why he's great? People never understand why Boutros can headline the Winning Post. You know why? You get what I mean? This man is the face of a sound.
Yeah.
It's not just music on his back.
I don't think I've seen that.
Who else in the Shrap industry
Jovi.
can Jovi the GOAT.
Jovi Green.
K Green ain't even all.
Explain the sound.
Shrap. This is the god of Shrap. This is the GOAT. One of the gods of Shrap music. Shrap Night originated here.
And by the way, everybody kwa Shrap amedate.
AD Familia.
Yeah, exactly.
When you mention K Green, that is AD. But y'all don't see it. And then this man got that entire team on his back. Yet you're telling me one of his disciples is bigger than him.
No.
Come on, man.
It's been like that.
Nah.
It's always
Look, you fall off, you fall off.
So Jovi fall off.
No. That name you just said fell off. And that's how the Green lost to the Booty.
Oh, really? You're a hater.
I'm not hating, I'm just saying the truth. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, Tindo is about to drop this year and it's gonna be dope. I guarantee you that. Okay? Yeah. Shout out to Mr. B.I.G., the biggie man. So, yeah, for always introducing a nigga to the team. Oh, man, pardon my French. Shout out to Biggie, straight out of Utawala. Utawala ni what code?
33 in it, man.
No, but it's 33 by extension on the east side of it. Yeah. Okay, so shout out to Mr. Biggie out there in Utawala, 33 east side. always keeping it true with the team, man. And yeah, Boutros.
I miss ya kama sio kibariko kurutu. Najimina itisha nasikia show na pia group. Passport ni mavisa ama funds kesho. Vile hatu ni rich so itabidi tumie Zoom. Mina dekonde visa na ziza pressure. Shout out to Eldoret vile ni kamili kwa sugu. Show alikuja na mbogi baadaye show niliwasha nusu. Vile uboya mskini lakini ubansa alipiga nduru. Walikuja na makuku baadaye zo kuku nigeuza dhufu. Hands down nionyeshe ndrap I'm gonna shinyo luku. Buda na juli omoka bado na rogezo stories za ugumu. One thing mina jua, hard work ndio udumu. One thing for sure, uzembe ndio sumu. Fuck around upate uliamkia chuma juu. Fuck around upate uko Ethiopia mwaga brr. Kwani kuwa sober is just something I don't do. Wananiita Rocky so Rocky what it do. Ukisikia Kawasaki na creep nigga move. Ukiona kwa tati then itabidi toke mboga. Something always happens, something always by the move. Now when you're target and there's nothing you can do. Ukisikia Kawasaki na creep nigga move. Ukiona kwa tati itabidi toke mboga. Something always happens, something always by the move. Now when you're target and there's nothing you can do. Bigger heel beam, right there is smooth. Blow up some steam, nigga don't fuck up my mood. Big flex my team, nigga always the news. Hand kill the weekend and hand kill the shoes. Yeah, yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say? What did you say?
Copyright music. Check on copyright music. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, say it again.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean. Yeah. This is that kind of Wednesday. High energy, new music, Kenyan music. That was Sabi Wu Corbs. Okay? And Omo Mafegi with Wachani Rest. And then we had Boutros with the intro. And then yeah. Supporting KE till the wheels fall off out here. I got the most prettiest panel in the business. Silver tooth in the business too. Apparently. Mr. Award winner himself out there, man, representing for the team. And we are proud of everybody and everything they're doing. Joby, man, unaka like it's in January.
Ushaniambia nakaa maembe. So don't try filter.
Who said what?
Sema cha ulikuwa unataka kusema.
Unakaa ni kama unaweza donate gunia ya maembe.
Nazikubali, unajua natoka mali kwenye maembe, especially this season.
Bana.
Yo, we're rocking. Sisi ndo tunaroga sahi kwa masoko.
You tell me.
I mean.
If you need a gunia, holla at me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit up my cousins.
I know.
My uncles and aunties.
Nafika na gunia.
And come through na gunia maembe original. Tule tudogo tutamu.
It's even much best kama unaweza fika kwa Ochakono ni like an hour away.
Unajua by then hapa tu Kangundo na naweza come through hadi na avocado. Don't mess with me.
Uber in it.
I'm volatile.
Come back.
I'm volatile. Yeah? But yeah, man, I'm having a good time. Katie, how you doing?
I'm well.
God damn, you look camouflaged.
Luku ni moto.
Yeah.
Luku ni moto.
Yeah? How have you been?
Been great.
Yeah? How's your week?
So far so good.
The week's events?
Just me rocking.
You're rocking. It's funny.
Yeah.
Burgundy on your head.
It's called a fedora.
Okay. I didn't know the name. That's why I called it by its color.
It's called a fedora.
You're matching with the background.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With your locks out there. If I had locks that long.
Man, you
Actually,
will in
no.
your dreams. In your dreams.
Short hair things.
Do you?
You know.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm Gucci. How you doing?
Man, I'm alive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can see. The energy is 100.
Look, I don't know if it's March, June, July, August. For as far as I know, we're not in January. I have suffered enough for 7 months.
It's supposed to be done with it.
Look, I'm supposed to be 3/4 way done with the year.
I know. It's
Man.
crazy. It's crazy.
The dollar is at 160 plus shillings.
Yeah.
And you're expecting me to act normal?
And it's going to
I mean,
be
Kamlesh,
really
I want your energy the whole of the year. This is how it's supposed to be.
Oh, look, I'm it.
Show a girl how you do it. Show me your way.
I just originate from the sources.
Amazing.
But what I'm saying is, man, how have you observed the events of the week so far?
The week has been amazing.
Okay.
I'm blessed. I'm happy.
Yeah?
And yeah, I'm glad to see you.
Shout out, me too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Silver too.
Hi, Dimore.
I'm
the what?
I'm part of the reason you have your colonialism. I have minerals.
Hey, they're looking for you.
Love
They
Silver.
are looking for me.
No, yeah.
If look, do not bomb us. We know him. We can tell you where he lives.
Yeah.
We can get the minerals.
Me, I see. Mwambie
Just
ni-
$2.
I have his
For
number.
$2. For $2. Yeah, but how have you been?
I'll start by saying congratulations.
Yeah,
Redo it.
Look. Congratulations
Yeah.
to Dimore, the award winner. Should I give the props to the award you won?
That's enough.
Yeah? No, I feel like I
He's
should.
doing good.
But he's doing good.
The boys outside.
Recently won 2 awards over the weekend. An amazing radio presenter, trailblazer, and an example for what future generations of the media industry need to become. Dimore, we are grateful and honored to have you here with us today.
I'm so proud of you, Dimore. I was reading today
Yeah?
that people don't want to work with Gen Z. And then I just remembered, God, Dimore just won awards. What do you mean you don't want to work with Gen Zs? Look at what Gen Z is
Gen
doing.
Zs are winning.
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, this man is making us proud today, and we are so proud to have you on this panel today to give us your wisdom and knowledge.
And show us your ways.
I'll take it.
Oh, now you're overdoing.
I'm
Mwana
serious.
Waisha.
This is an award winner.
Nikikumbuka venye amenibo.
So it's amazing to be here. I
Yeah.
hope it's an amazing year for us.
Yeah?
Wahenga na wahenguzi
Hawakutuchana.
Wisdom here I come.
hawakutupaka mafuta.
Waliponena.
Anyway, it's amazing to be here. Welcome to Tubonge. Let's talk.
Dimore, next to you is Miss Hair. Miss, I do it like this. You know, like with the... What
In
is
your
this
dreads
called?
even. Why are you
I
talking?
know,
Why are you
right?
talking?
I'm just trying. I'm trying. We shall get there.
Uh-huh.
Man, you look amazing
Thank you.
with the pearls. That color agrees with you. Your hair looks amazing.
I appreciate it.
How's your year so far?
So far so good.
Your week?
But the country, man, chaotic.
Crazy.
My week is dope. I can't complain, and I hope it just ends with the same energy.
Energy you end the week with on a high energy note.
Yeah.
Okay?
Amazing.
That's why you should start your Monday is intentional. Like attack your week. Okay? Do not let your week attack you. That is weakness. That was a very big, weak thing.
Wow.
I'm jagged. Hey
Him
man,
and
look.
Peter.
Hey.
Woo.
It's a great week. Don't be weak.
Come on.
But yeah, man.
What about yours?
I'm surviving. I'm alive.
I heard you say you're getting no sleep. You fatigued?
Oh, definitely.
You need to get some rest, man.
There's no sleep
Don't
for
be
the week.
slaving yourself out here while we have colonizers like, you're colonizers like Dimore.
What did you say?
I heard the men are saying nowadays
There's
sleep
no
is for
sleep.
the week.
No, there's no sleep for the weekend.
Bro, you'll die.
For the weekend.
I remember it was you actually telling us, I think after how many hours of lack of sleep you die? Yeah.
No.
How many hours to go?
Say it. If you lack sleep, I don't know for how many. I think 3
Look,
days.
I shall never crucify
you die.
myself.
That is how you know Kamlesh anapiganga propaganda.
No,
I mean, now you can't even say your own words.
Listen, it's not propaganda. It's just that I can't self-crucify.
But
It's redundant.
No, before we continue, there's this man who was pronounced dead that has returned to life after ambulance hits a huge pothole.
Look, government services being denied to the public are a crucial part of the livelihood system. What else would have brought that man back to life if not that pothole? And you want the road to be repaired? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Let that ambulance hit that pothole.
Imagine how many lives we would save if we had more potholes.
More potholes.
You're crazy. That's not nice.
Look, get more potholes in the
This
road.
man was
To our
probably
TikTok.
asleep. Dead asleep.
Literally.
Dead asleep.
Utasikia tumetenga bilioni 7 kutengeneza
Kuweka
pothole.
mashimo.
Kwanza ni za kupiga watu mabari.
What?
Si pesa ya kulipa watu wa mabari. You know. No, but by the way, that is the only thing I want to be a politician for. So that I can slap people around. I mean, Kidero did it. Even Salasia is doing it. Nimebaki tu nione tu Gachagua akipiga yule judge kibari.
You wanna become the African despot? Yeah? The African despot,
Does it come with monetary value?
of course.
Then yes. Look, to hell with you all and your rights. What do you mean rights? I need a bank balance that scares the public.
But imagine, let's have this discussion.
I mean, I just need dimples,
If-
and I
if
can
you-
buy
if
for
you- if
Nairobi
you had power
government.
today, if you are given any sort of power, how are you gonna use it? And it comes with monetary value, like you said.
Depends with what type of power.
Let's assume you take the dimpled seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
6.
Uh-huh.
9-0.
Getting rich.
What would you do?
If I
Demore?
got power, if I got the dimpled seat,
Yes.
Yeah.
ah,
Or even, let's say, the ex-governor's seat.
No, the dimpled seat. Let us stay with the current
We don't even need to go.
specific
No, I
time.
think the dimple you're going too far. Let's even just do the
if I
MPs.
took the dimpled seat, lazima it work.
What?
Lazima ita.
Lazima it work.
What do you
Lazima
mean?
it works.
I'll be in the Bahamas in the next 5 months.
For real.
Yeah.
So
Decompressing.
Yeah.
you take advantage of
The system is already effed up, man.
so
No matter what I do, they're still going to, there is no place for good leaders in Africa. They always get, if any good leader in Africa is dead, do I want to be dead?
no.
No.
Quite a good answer. Okay. So what's going on, Kamlesh, with your people over there?
They're TikToking about your surviving.
Can't get it right.
What's going on?
So,
Who are you interacting
so-
with there?
So listen, the Indians are outside. But listen, this is what happens when you buy Indian phones.
Are you calling Redmi Indian phone?
Oh, it's worse, it's Chinese.
yeah.
No, it's worse, it's Chinese. But yeah, look.
How about Samsung? There's a street called Samsung in Japan.
Hey,
Shout out to Japan.
do you know the difference between Japanese wives and Chinese wives?
Eka
Wow.
TikTok.
What's the difference?
That's so shameful. To have a Samsung user. I'm sorry, man. Not
Come,
offensive,
don't
but
tell
what?
don't tell me that
Truly,
is a
you
dad
might
joke.
see the-
Hapo kabla
Plus,
not
street
gonna
called
get
Plus.
that.
There's a street called Samsung. Why?
First option.
Okay, the first option.
Oh,
Japan.
it's the first thing. Look, Miniko used Ikyo the last thing.
Yeah,
it
they changed it.
changed.
Look, to hell with TikTok people. Am I alone in this?
No,
do-
you're not.
Yeah, right?
Hmm.
God dang.
To hell.
Is Samsung like a Chinese company?
Of
American
American.
assembled. Is it
It's-
assembled in
I
America?
think we discussed this yesterday, yeah? Yeah.
Is it?
Let
What
me
is
read
it?
here.
It's Chinese.
Made in
It's
China.
like
It's Chinese.
Chinese.
It's Chinese.
Yeah.
I thought it was assembled in America.
Mm-mm.
I'll not think
No,
again.
iPhone is assembled in China. That's where
Oh,
you
it's
get
the
it wrong.
iPhone, not the Samsung.
Nothing is assembled in America. It's too
All of
expensive
them
to assemble it there.
assembled in China.
Yeah, because I believe we all know why, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we don't gotta say that. So we go straight to the femicide.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, look. You can't be taking out Gucci like that and expecting us to be okay with it. No offense.
Oh my God! What did you just say?
And you all lied. Samsung is from Korea.
What's the
It's
difference?
still the same
No,
people.
listen, what's the
Asians.
Those ones look the same.
There's a shorter. There is
Chinese
much
ones.
shorter. There is the little
They
one.
speak
But
and-
also,
The
even,
Chinese ones look similar.
Samsung
Let me say
camera is
similar.
manufactured by iPhone.
No, iPhone camera is manufactured
By
by
Samsung.
Samsung.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
what
thing.
I mean.
Look,
So
Samsung
it's-
is like, so let me tell you something. So in South Korea, there are certain families that are considered royalty, and Samsung is at the top of the list.
Okay.
Such that the heiress of the Samsung dynasty was called a princess.
Okay.
No, as in expounds even more.
Where can you find them? Asking for a brand.
I didn't know you flew that flag.
No, see the family speak.
For research.
It was
For research, I
purposes.
know.
The silver tooth is with us.
I have a
You can-
documented.
Yeah, so if you want to succeed in South Korea, the top company you should work for to be successful is Samsung.
Yeah.
This is what people get wrong. People think Samsung manufactures phones and TVs. Samsung manufactures everything, even diapers. Everything. They have South Korea by the gonads. Very politically correct. But that's the truth.
Yeah.
But let's talk about femicide. What's your opinion on this whole femicide perspective, Kate?
Well, I have a lot to say, but we've talked
And
about it through
You and
the-
who? Me and you.
No, not me and you.
Well, then let's talk about it.
So, well, we talked about it last week when we were talking about Scarlett murder, and now there's this new one that was conducted by a Nigerian man who we're not really sure that he's a Nigerian because he was caught fleeing to Abuja, but his ID shows that he's coming from Mozambique or somewhere.
Okay.
Anyways, so I think just like we said last time, it's now we are at a point that your safety is like it's your responsibility. You are the one responsible for your safety. But also we cannot keep on blaming the victim right here. Yes, she was murdered, but do you think the problem is with the women who are going for hookups? No, that is not the problem. The problem is with the men who are killing these women because hata kama huyo dem anauza, even if this woman is a prostitute, it doesn't mean that this woman should be killed. It doesn't mean that this woman should not live, you know. So the problem is those men. Why do we have men preying on women? Why is it like that? So I believe even if we're talking about this, you know, femicide, like right now hata nimeona baba amesema it's a nation crisis, and actually it's a national crisis because it's saizi nimetoka kuonyesha Shimani, another woman killed, raped
Where?
and killed.
Where?
In Ruiru, I'm not Ruiru.
Yeah, somewhere around
So
Ruiru.
same location.
Yeah, almost the same place, but this was she was raped and she was sexually assaulted, and she was killed, strangled to death, and she was left naked. So yeah,
Roadside. Roadside.
No.
kwa kichaka
So walimficha kidogo.
au ni kama hapo ndio walifanyia hiyo shughuli. We don't know. Sijui kama ni kumficha ama hapo ndio walifanyia hiyo shughuli. But at the end of the
Before we continue, we shall get your innate talk, the points you want to give. We see them. But Shmani,
Yeah.
what is your opinion on this femicide issue? That
Um,
we see the government purporting as femicide.
Of course, protect your daughter, educate your son. That's all I have to say on this.
Okay.
Yeah, that is my quote of the day. Protect your daughter, educate your son. This generation where we have
Shouldn't it be the opposite?
no, protect
Educate
your
your
daughter.
daughter, protect your son.
For
from
me,
going to
it's
prison.
for when I look at the situation relating to what is happening. You've asked me about femicide, and that's why I'm saying because women are the ones being killed. You know, so yeah, protect your daughter, and the people who are killing them, of course, are men. So that's all I can say because it's something we've talked about, we've narrowed much about, and we can't be raising a society where this is happening. It has to stop by all means possible. And everybody who is doing that, everybody who is part of it should be used as an example.
Okay, Tubonge. They call it femicide.
Not everything is a gender war, you know.
Mhm.
Let's start from there.
Okay.
We take everything and frame it into a gender war. It is not always like that.
Mhm.
This is not femicide.
Mhm.
This is a criminal activity that is going on.
Mhm.
These are kidnappings.
Yes.
These are people getting kidnapped and getting mugged.
Yes.
Let's not take a gender angle on everything. For
Yes.
example, I'm looking at an article right now of a man who was stabbed in the butt inside an Airbnb
Wait.
by a hook by his hookup. Are we going to
Wait.
take a gender war on that?
No, wait. Brother.
The video is disturbing.
Sir,
The images are disturbing.
sir.
Yeah.
This man was stabbed where?
In the butt. So,
No, wait.
But-
in the
No,
hole.
no,
but-
not in the pendejo.
So just on the cheek.
Yeah.
yeah. So let's not take a gender angle on everything. So
It's not bad.
Unajua kama iliingia tu mjui. It is not stabbing. It is molestation.
That
Yapo
is-
kando.
You guys, can you stop making fun of
It is in
it?
the
It's not
gluteus.
even fun.
It is the
Maximus.
gluteus maximus. So I'm not a big fan of
Unajua hata
how.
huwezi mwaga ukapigwa kisu ya matako.
That was actually the reason he was stabbed. I'll talk about that later. You asked me. You asked. Let me first answer your question. I'll come back to this later. Why?
Now I can stop thinking of why Alikatu.
On why this happened. I'm gonna read the article.
Kasana.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not always a big fan of how we take everything into gender wars, mademo wanauliwa. Bullshit. This is sorry.
We are
for
getting
passing.
stabbed in
This
the
is-
ass
Yeah,
too.
this is a criminal. Let us treat it as a criminal
Just because I have
activity, a
stamina.
criminal enterprise. Only that maybe we don't have enough statistics to there are men who have been killed too, stabbed too. That was the one I read.
Mhm.
So it is a criminal activity. Let us treat it like that.
Mm.
So I'm not going into the femicide route. It's a
Okay.
homicide.
Going to Miss Mustard.
Homicide. I mean.
First question.
But you homo.
Homicide.
First question, you said they call it, and you also mentioned the government. So I want us to be very clear.
Okay.
Is it the government that said that this is a femicide, or is it the nation through
The
social
media.
media
It
that
is
is
the
saying?
media
The media. So
that
we need to
called
be very
it
clear with what we're saying.
femicide.
So don't mention the government.
No, but the
Because
government.
it
This
just
is the
reveals what
thing.
happened
This is the
today.
thing. This is where these two institutions lie in bed together and cuddle.
You've answered. Let me
Listen.
continue.
When the government saw the media calling it femicide, what have they done now? They've run away with the terminology that is what? Femicide.
All right.
And they're publishing it everywhere.
Okay. So that's the first question, answered well. So we can blame either the news agencies or the media houses, or rather also the
Blogs.
government itself for going along with it, and also social medias.
Mhm.
Secondly, I support what Demore said. We need to question, because apart from just having Scarlet Hall, because this was the first case we saw, which
Bang,
you know
bang,
rose an
bang.
awareness about Airbnbs, people being cautious of where they're going. We've seen also men. I don't know if you've seen a man who was hanged after giving a lift to two people, and then they ended up stealing all the steals. I don't know if you've seen of a
The
doctor.
driver.
Yeah, have you seen of a doctor who was found hanged as well? And you know the images are seen very well. He's ditched in a kadi ni kama tu kwa barabara mahali.
Men die in hotel
Una-
rooms every day.
Yeah, we have a man also in Kisumu. I don't know who was found dead, burnt, testicles missing. Yeah. Have you seen so many, and what now Demora is reporting right now? So I don't know if it is, because if I look at so far the two cases where
What about
there's a demand
us?
of money in it, it talks about the economic crisis which are leading people to do all these kind of things. So there's a lot in the table. It's not just women or men who are being killed. These
Thank you.
A bigger factor.
My
exactly.
And this is where I ask, is it femicide?
It's not really femicide.
I ask you who's calling it femicide, is it femicide that you speak about today? Or
But
is it harsh economic times that are forcing people to resort to desperation to make money.
True.
Or is it
But-
just some people who are like really criminal?
And also adding on it, let's not also assume, and I'm gonna still debate on this because I stood to my point yesterday. It's a fact. Women are being abused. I'll still stand on that. This is not a gender-based violence, but women are being abused. We have so many women who have gone silently. Saini mwana sijui mwana anaitwa sijui mwala mtumwa sijui mwana. Yeah, the wife no, this guy, the wife had accused him of beating him. Now we can see him physically being on attack. I don't know what the story is. I don't want to make any clarifications. But gender-based violence and violence is there where women are going silent about it, and women are being killed every single day. I'm one of them.
No,
I was not killed. I'm alive. I'm alive. I survived because it was a cop. I don't know what was the next thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
There is a lot of unmonitored GBV going around, but I don't know if it should be classified
As femicide.
because it goes both ways.
True.
I know you all saw a video of the man was getting beaten up by several women.
Yes.
In
I actually,
Dubai.
there's
In
a
Kenya.
listen. Acha huyo akupigwa. Brother, let me tell you a story. There's another one that was caught cheating by the girlfriend. So she went and got her friends, and they came and raped this man.
What?
Must have been jail.
No, he died.
You see.
Geez, for real.
He's
He died.
dead. They raped him to death.
Alirepiwa wapi?
Guy,
No,
it doesn't matter. I
They
mean,
milked all the juice. The juice was gone. The juice couldn't drive his Bronco anymore.
I think it just depends, Kamlesh, on which angle you look at into this situation. Unajua. I'm not talking about
The rape case.
No, I'm not talking about the angle of,
Is there an angle to being raped?
No,
Yes.
I'm not talking about. I'm looking at the
Tell
angle.
us that
You
angle.
guys are not getting right. I'm
She's not
saying it
talking about
depends on the angle you look at these cases that have been happening.
Mhm.
Some people can call it femicide because they look into it in the perspective of women. Some people call it criminal activity. Some people call it ritualism. Some people call it all types of names. It just depends on how you look at it. But
Question.
we can't generalize
Question.
all this without looking at other killings.
Question.
Yeah.
Can we call Safaricom M-Pesa?
No.
Can we call Safaricom M-Shwari?
No.
Can we call Safaricom Okoa Jahazi?
No, we can't.
Can
You
we
know
call
why?
them robbers?
It depends.
You
We
know
can
why?
even call them M-Pesa.
No,
it
listen,
depends
listen,
on how
listen,
you look
listen.
at it. Yes,
You know why?
and you can.
All
Come
those are but components of Safaricom.
Yeah.
But we can
No,
look at it from
listen.
that angle.
All of them are but components of Safaricom.
Yeah.
But when you blanket the entire institution as a singular thing, you hide other things, and other things do not come to light. If you understand what I'm saying is, the minute you blanket it as femicide, the men getting murdered go missing, the GBV goes missing, gets grouped together. Okay, cryptocurrency goes missing. All these factors are grouped into femicide. Women are getting murdered, which is
Nobody
us
concentrates on.
exactly
But
on
let
the
me
root
ask
cause.
you guys,
The root
let me ask
cause,
you
the
guys.
root cause, Shmani,
No, I
is
disagree.
not. The root cause is not women getting murdered.
All right.
This is but a factor.
Listen, I don't disagree with you, Kamlesh. That's why I said you can look at it from different perspectives, right? If you consider both ways.
I
And
want
still-
us to look at the whole thing.
It's okay, Kamlesh, but I'm saying this happened, right? And the reason as to why people have been talking about it is because women have come out to talk about it.
No,
And
because Kanyari's
if
sister
we are,
was murdered.
If we are thinking, if right now we are talking about ilikuwa sasa tufai kuweka as if ni femicide, we are actually having a gender talk here, right?
We have converted murders
Exactly.
into a gender war,
Exactly.
which
We
shouldn't
have
be.
exactly.
No, it
It
isn't
a
shouldn't.
gender war.
That's
Kwani
what I'm saying.
exwa udem anaitwa aje huyu
I'm
ali-
losing my point.
huyu mwenye alipoteza mkono. Alami.
We even had that
See, but ilikuwa Airbnb.
that Safaricom rally driver killed the husband. Nobody talked about
But
it.
you
talked
can't
about
you can't
it.
blame people who are saying it. For example, if I go and say stop killing women, you can't
Male
blame
side.
me because
Melicide.
first and foremost, I've seen
You're
women
not
getting
blaming
killed.
them. All
I'm
you're
just
saying is stop driving the
speaking
narrative.
out.
Stop driving the narrative
That-
towards gender.
Y'all,
It is not a gender
you know,
thing.
you can
It's our
also
against
speak
race
your
norms.
thought about it. That is the problem. You can also speak your thought about it. Say your perspective. But if I decide to say, I see women getting, don't blame me
It's
for talking
okay if
about
there is
it.
a femicide, then there is a melocide. Mmesema inaitwa melocide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's
it's
the
there.
But
Hatujakata,
not.
but if people
How
What
don't you
it
call
is-
it by
By
its
its real
What is
name,
it
murder.
Murder. Yes, it's murder. But now if you
Kidnapping.
decide to call
It's
it
murder.
femicide,
Extortion.
we can also say
Stop going
male
for
are
men.
being
Go for the
melicide.
criminal.
Go for the
Let me
criminals.
give you an example.
Thank you.
Siwezi enda
Hadi
niseme
saa iwezi cheat vizuri kwa
siwezi enda
Airbnb.
niseme mshwari ni M-Pesa. Right. Will
But
still
it
be
is.
M-Pesa, will still be M-Shwari. If it is femicide is happening, I call it femicide. If it is melocide, I call
Who
it that.
owns Mshwari?
Safaricom.
Who owns M-Pesa?
Sikatai, Kamlesh.
Answer me.
We are
answer.
going back and forth
It is-
about something. Don't
No,
blame
I-
people
I-
for calling it that. I feel like you
No,
guys are talking
what
about.
I'm not
oh,
blaming.
usi-
Listen,
usi-
I'm
You
not
just don't
blaming,
take a gender angle on it.
but putting
Doesn't
the gender angle on it
It's never a war.
restricts the
Come on, I never want you
conversation.
guys see
Okay,
it as a war.
let me
It's
ask you
not
a question.
war.
Let me ask you a question. Aya, how many times, and you can look at that maybe on Google, the percentage of gender-based violence amongst women and amongst men. This is just only in
Of
our
course,
we
women
cannot get
are-
maybe in
enough. We
Kenya.
cannot get
Because
adequate
last year
statistics
we
for
had
That is
that.
reported
Yeah.
data.
Statistics.
Because men
We had
never
last year
report.
statistics
No, even
Let's
women
be
are
honest.
never.
Between men and Shmani, let's not
Between
use
men and
semantics.
women, who are
Between
more
men
prone
and
to
women,
report
who are
It
more
is
gender-based
prone-
logistics. It is statistics.
Can a man
Exactly.
go report that amepigwa na bibi yake?
Mbona siende? Yes, they
Aye.
Huyo
can.
mwenye amekata
Look,
matako.
let me ask
Huyo
you
mwenye
amekata-
question. Have you ever slapped your boyfriend?
I have slapped a man.
But we are
Right?
arguing kitu
Did
that men never say
I agree
wamepigwa na
on that
bibi.
point.
Yes,
Men
Sasa
never
do you
go
blame
report
women- do you
until
blame
them
women
and
for
yes.
coming
That's why
to
we are
talk
saying
about it?
don't take
And
a
what is
gender-
the problem
it's not
if
a
women
war.
say?
It's not
Because
a war.
statistics says
We are trying to
wanawake
prevent
wanapigwa.
That's
people.
because-
Most men. So are we gonna take angles? You're not
No.
supposed
Hear what
make
you
it
said,
a
Shmali, though.
agenda
You said
war.
most women talk. Most women
We know.
will report.
let's-
Most men won't.
I
Let's
want you
break
to
this
listen
down.
to
So
this.
the narrative you see of men reporting these cases are the minority.
Let's-
It
No,
was
we
funny.
said
laugh.
no,
It was
we
funny.
didn't.
You laugh.
They
No.
did.
Funny
They
as
did.
man.
They did.
Hapana,
Look,
hapana,
here,
Acha
here,
nipate.
here,
You know
here
what
it
you
is.
laugh.
Here it
You
is.
laugh.
Yes,
I
and
laugh.
here
You
it
know
is
why I laugh?
again.
You know why I
Mnajifanya.
laugh?
Sketi ya chani- that's what she
She
said.
said men are weak.
But it's not on this
For record.
perspective.
Kia.
You all like to. Why don't
Then
you come
come
and
let's
talk
say.
about it?
Then come
Why are
let's
you
say.
making it an issue
There
when
was a
women
man
talk
who,
about
just a
it?
minute. Then come let's say
Come
there was a
on.
man who was raped. When you said a woman was
Why
raped,
can't you talk?
we were
Why
like,
can't you
wow,
talk?
Wow.
but they were like alirepiwa wapi
So,
wakicheka.
let me-
No,
let me-
the
let me-
minute I said he was
Oh.
raped to death, is
Keti
when
wewe
they
ndo
took it
uliuliza
serious.
alirepiwa wapi
Yes,
wakicheka.
Before
Sijakataa
that,
na nimesema
before that,
nimecheka.
what
Niko
Shmali
like-
asked, wow, lazima alienjoy.
Lazima alienjoy.
Ni sawa.
So tuache
Sawa.
kujifanya. Let's
Sawa.
stop
Be
pretending.
real.
Man.
Let's
Let's
be
be
down.
realistic
Let's
for
be
once.
down.
Let's us they
Blaming
talk.
them.
And you same thing. If you're being raped,
We
talk
just
about
say,
it.
we just
Tomorrow,
say,
hakuna mwenye
not
amekataza
everything is
kuongea.
How will he talk about it and he's dead?
No, listen, how many men are being raped?
And how are you going to
lot.
talk about it when they
Talk
laugh
about
at you?
it.
They're gonna
Don't
laugh at you.
actually take it. All women are
Look,
making it about
let me
them.
talk. Let me
It's
talk
women
from
are
a
being killed.
victim
I'm talking
perspective.
from a woman's
Let me talk from a
perspective
victim
too.
perspective.
Who did I feel?
Who raped you?
Yes, I have been raped by a woman.
Where?
I did not want to do her, and she made me do her.
Now you did her.
did
She
her.
did.
No,
She did.
she forced herself on me.
No,
But
did she
washaanza
get
kunegotiate.
inside?
Listen, I just told you. I just told you.
No.
A woman forced herself on me.
And you're
No,
negotiating.
she did you, not you did her.
No, literally, I didn't want to have sex with her, and I'm literally. This is.
Bongo!
No, I literally did. I'm telling you the truth
You're
right here.
lying.
40%.
40.7.
I
That
can
was
assure
last
you
year.
the numbers of men might be
Statistics.
more.
Listen,
Yeah, I want
But-
to check.
in my younger years,
They never report.
I'm
It's
telling
Because
you.
they're gonna get laughed at by
Lisawa,
kids.
listen,
Hakuna.
You
listen.
see,
Listen,
you
no,
tell the
no,
truth.
listen.
This is why I
For
call you weak.
once, you
This is
tell
why I
somebody
call you
something
weak.
really messed up that happened to you, and they laugh about
This is
it.
why I call you
Dimore
weak.
is getting personal.
Acha niwaambie, unatoka utaki kusikiza kwa sababu, let me tell you, we know the stigma men go through. But do you need to blame women for speaking
We
out?
are not blaming them.
We are
That is my
not. We are
point.
not.
This is
We are
Nobody
not.
Nah, nobody has told you not to
We are-
talk.
we are
Dimore.
Wenye tumesema ni
I'm
not
just-
everything is agenda.
But
You are making this agenda war.
Yes.
it's not agenda war,
That's the
Dimore.
point.
It's just women have spoken out. I'm wondering why you
Imagine,
blaming
hata
them
tuna
for
fight over-
blaming it
Ndio
femicide and
sasa-
yet you can't talk.
Right now, we are arguing
Period.
over. That's why I say we make everything agenda war. Right now, the argument is who gets raped more. Imagine.
Apart.
That's what you are reading
Dimore,
right
no,
now.
Dimore, listen, unachukua whole sentence. You're looking
Sawa,
at that
sawa,
one
look at
to
men,
make it
look at
justify.
men,
Come
look at
on.
men.
Kama
What's
sasa
the
tumetoka
percentage of
kusoma,
Be better.
like we can't, not everything. has to be
Utafanya
said.
Dimori
No.
No, listen. Order. Okay?
But I
Listen.
love the heated argument. So.
Listen. Point is this. And the more this is where we reiterate the point men don't talk. I just told Joe an experience that happened to me in my early 20s. And it was funny to the female audience. Because they don't think a man can say
3%.
no
Yeah,
to
so
put dash.
let's not stop arguing over who gets raped more.
Okay?
Gender-based violence
You
is
still
wrong
want
on
Dimore,
both
stop
angles.
going on that.
Listen,
Usifeel
listen,
vibaya.
listen,
Stop being a
listen,
weakling.
listen,
If you're raped,
listen,
talk.
it's
Period.
wrong on both angles.
Yeah,
Stop saying I
doesn't
don't know who
matter.
gets raped more,
It's
who doesn't
wrong.
get raped more.
Hatukatai.
Let us go for both.
We
The-
agree.
Usman,
Yeah.
let's assume one day a friend
Don't
of yours,
assume with my
a
friends.
friend of yours that's a guy comes to you and tells you, and then nilikuwa nimeenda kuhang out na udem fulani katikati ya usiku tu
Akanirep.
akakuja akatoa ile kitu akaniambia lazima nikalie hii kitu leo nisikie venye inaonja. What will be your first reaction? Will you tell him to go to the cops?
Who, the woman?
No, the guy. The guy was
Yeah.
raped.
I
Will you
would.
tell him to go to the cops?
Yeah.
Yes,
Will
I
you
would.
first laugh?
I would
Will
no,
you be
I wouldn't
ilikuwa-
laugh calmly.
Listen,
I
will you be
wouldn't.
like, will
Don't
you be
make a
like,
decision
was it
Oh,
nice?
I'm sure Katie would laugh.
How sexy was she?
I
Ulimwaga.
think
Listen, ulimwaga. Did you enjoy it?
Calmness, that is your thought.
kidogo
No,
tu.
I'm giving
Sawa,
options. I'm not
sawa.
accusing you.
Sawa,
I'm-
but
I'm-
my reaction.
the female
My reaction,
perspective.
I'm gonna be very honest.
Yeah.
Do you know why most of the women, and this is just gonna be very honest, majority of us are gonna react the same way Katie is reacting, the same way I'm reacting, the same way Shmani is reacting. We're gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Why? Let me tell you why.
Mhm.
Because if I'm to go back to African history, Miss Kumbuki, where it's written an African man ever being raped, why can't you fight back? Since when did we have so many weak
Victim
men like this?
blaming.
No, I'm not victim blaming.
You can be drugged,
I'm
Joe.
not
What is
victim
wrong with
blaming.
you? You
I'm
can be.
not.
You can be
I'm
drugged.
tipsy.
You can be drugged, right?
Like this one.
Can
was
be
I
drugged.
was not.
Let us
I'm
stop
tipsy.
victim
Sawa,
blaming.
you can be
Dimore,
drugged.
you're always
No.
a logistic person.
On that
Now,
I
you're
can be
looking at
drunker than
statistics,
you.
man.
You can be drugged. On that aspect, I agree.
Yeah.
So let's stop. Imagine me
It's
saying.
not about
Imagine me
women-
saying, Job. Imagine me
Women are
saying.
not getting raped, getting assaulted when they are drunk.
Imagine me saying, why was that
They're
woman
being
raped?
beaten even when they are
Why would she
sober.
not fight back? Imagine me saying that.
She
Why would
tried.
she not fight back?
She fought.
She's bigger than him.
Why did she not fight back? Imagine me
She's
saying
heavier
that.
than him.
She fought.
She's bigger than him. She would have fought back. Let us not.
Angemwangukia.
Rape is rape and rape is wrong. And let us not stop arguing semantics.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about semantics. Also, us, you're talking about statistics.
Statistics that I
Numbers
cannot
don't
rely on.
lie.
No, they do.
Numbers don't lie.
They're very manipulated on a day-to-day
They are,
basis.
but we just need to look at
Like in
the reality on the ground.
Yeah.
A victim is a victim.
A
Stop
victim is
choosing.
a
Stop
victim.
selecting.
Don't
Have to
choose what
just
a victim
select.
is.
Listen,
Stop
I get
selecting
you guys. Can I give you my thoughts?
If a
I
2-year-old
get.
is kidnapped and a 14-year-old is kidnapped, there's no
There is
difference.
still kidnapping.
Both are kidnapping
If a man is
victims.
raped, if a woman is raped,
It's a rape
It's a rape.
victim.
Hatukatai Dimoreskia, I do agree with you when you guys say we're not supposed to, make it about gender. But
it's not
my
about
question
gender.
also, get my point. Sikatai, it's not about gender. But don't blame me for speaking my talk.
Nobody
That is my
blame
listen
you.
because
You're blaming
No,
yourself,
can
man.
I just answer it? You're saying don't make it, so I feel like women, it's on women don't make it about femicide. You see, because women have, if I am raped, I'm a woman, I have been raped.
Why
If
don't
a
you-
man
why don't
has
you say,
been
let's
raped,
stop
I
rape?
expect a man to also speak out.
Why
And
don't you say let's
let
stop
us-
rape, not let's stop female rape? let's stop rape in society.
Yeah.
Why do you have
Then
to
when,
put
when a man
gender
has been raped, why
adjacent
don't a man
to-
When a
come
man
out?
is raped, we will not say stop raping men.
But-
we are going to say stop
rape?
Exactly. Stop rape.
Exactly.
But you've raped women.
Why is
Stop
there a
raping
ban? Why is
women.
there a ban?
Period.
Why is there a bad?
Why is there a bat
Because
in
a
the
woman
In the
rape?
current
Right.
situation, it was a
No,
woman.
no,
who
no,
was
no.
raped.
Listen, the bat is a must. But
Wow.
Stop rape, let it end there. Stop putting bats. Stop rape.
no.
Please, guys, just
not like-
educate yourselves.
don't
and
hazard it.
protect your daily
But at
lives.
this point, we need to just be very realistic. We have people being killed, both women
And
and
men.
men.
Yeah.
We've just started the year off again. I think so far,
17 days
Because
in.
being honest, I'm gonna be very realistic. We have just only Starlet Wahoo and this 20-year-old lady right now on the light, more than even the man who has been found hanged, the man who's been found ditched, who's a doctor, a man whose
The man with a hole in his butt.
testicles is missing.
Stabbed in the
There are
asshole.
children who are missing, especially during these festival seasons. Tumekuwa na watu wengi sana wenye wamepotea. Why isn't this being discussed? Just only women. And I agree when you say it's not supposed to be a gender war and all that. It should all be discussed equally. And where we need to be assured, we have security in the
So
country.
just to support Joby, stop saying stop killing women. Say stop the killings.
But you
Yeah.
don't blame
Don't-
women
don't
for
put a
saying
bar.
it.
Stop the
Don't blame
killings.
women for speaking
Nobody's
out.
blaming them. I'm
Period.
saying
if I feel
stop
it's
the
a woman,
killings.
I'm gonna say stop killing a woman. If a kid, stop killing kids. Name a spade a spade. If it's a man, stop killing people. Stop killing a man. Period.
No, stop
Yeah,
killing
Stop the
people.
killings, man.
Stop killing.
Just money, there shouldn't be a bat there. I don't
It's
understand
not
where
a
the bat
bat,
is coming
Dimora.
from.
You don't
Stop
get
the
my
killings.
after Elewana. Let me leave unto you with my also thoughts.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not going to end. Yeah.
Stop killing people.
Exactly.
Period.
Man, because at the end of the day, everybody is somebody. Okay? That
Yeah.
is somebody's father, that is somebody's mother,
Yeah.
brother, sister, that you're about to murder all for your own satisfactory needs.
But there's something, as we discussed this, there's something, and I had Shimani discuss it earlier, and it comes from this lady, Jana Jita, Black Princess. Sijui, something like that, I'm not sure about
She
the name.
pretty.
Huh?
No.
Hapana,
She's
sijui
not.
Black Princess. Siko
La-
sure.
la-
Nakaa pretty vishi.
Anasema-
Be wary of women
What
that
did
call
she do?
themselves pretty.
She
They are not.
said that Nani raped her. Oga Obina.
That's not even the
No.
case. There's something she
Yes.
said when it comes to what is happening on the blame game of who's coming in the country and making all these killings. Because so far we have now a Nigerian on the board who is the #1 suspect of
Exactly.
killing this lady. And we have where a majority of the people, and we've been seeing it on TikTok. I saw the video actually today in the morning, where there's this ritual performance that is happening.
Yeah.
And you know, now she also she said something very important. Itafika
Oh, yeah,
mahali, itafika mahali where if a Nigerian comes in the country, they are gonna be carried with a very heavy doubt.
Yeah.
You know, because we're gonna be assuming all of you are killers, and this is gonna actually destroy, which we're seeing right now, Tanzania and Kenya fighting. You know, the tourism attraction and all that.
Yeah.
So it needs to be checked very, very well.
Yeah,
That woman is
do.
called Black Cinderella.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do agree. And
Huh?
one thing I was saying,
Wait,
eh,
Black what?
Cinderella. I do agree because
Sianda?
yes,
Ah.
I do agree because first and foremost is I
Life.
hated the part
Life.
that I hated the part that
Double tap.
I hated the part. I hated the part when I was playing the video in the morning.
Yes.
And now, and I was looking at the conversation of people calling us Nigerians, and you can see Nigerians coming out and saying, "Oh, we are better off. Your government needs us. Your government, you guys are not important in your country anymore. There is nothing you can do. So don't call out Nigerians. Kenyan men are weak. Blah blah blah. And I'm looking at it from this perspective. If a Nigerian is messing around, we are supposed to call you out. It doesn't matter. Anasema utap the screen. Yeah. So if a Nigerian is messing you up, then we're supposed to call them. I don't like the fact that wanakuja bado kwa stories zetu and they're talking some shit. Unajua eti, oh, you guys are not even important. There's nothing you can do. You're calling out Nigerians so much. I'm like, if it is a Nigerian,
It's a Nigerian.
Yeah, if it is whoever it is, we are supposed to call you out. We have all the right to do that.
So what we are seeing here, the story is apparently socialite Black Cinderella exposed a media personality and entertainer Olga Obina as a hobbyist. You know, and somebody on these comments literally said the first thought that came to my mind. Shout out to Feli. And Feli says, okay, mtu akikurepu nafaa kumtusi online ama kuenda kwa
I
polisi.
think it's cloud.
It's cloud. The more you see it on camera, it's cloud. If you've already seen this girl on camera,
Kama ni ukweli, mshikishe. We will not hate Obina without receipts.
Checky, we're
You
not
never slept with him, then you say he raped you.
honor.
Mimi sielewi kizuru
Kamlesh,
ama.
I'm gonna stop you. And someone said that yesterday. Some comments and some topics are not even supposed to be discussed. Kuna mtu alisema hivyo jana. Sijui tuna dwell on yeye on this case on which matter. The only thing she made sense is where tourism is gonna be affected. Where if everyone comes in and we have one killer in the country, it's going to affect the rest of everyone.
but Joby, you also have to be cautious. Like you can't just assume.
You are.
You have to be cautious because listen, we've been complaining about Nigerians. So every time you don't expect, even if they bring money, you're going to become. We have to check them. How many Nigerians are in Lavington without passports, with fake passports and fake visas? A lot of them. However much it might affect, but we call them out. It's good to call them. Kama amefanya ubaya,
Call him out.
amefanya na ni mnaijo.
We have someone who wants to join in and give his thoughts. Shout out to Hendrik. Nasema, do you have a room? Yes, we have a room. So if you have a point to give, karibu sana.
Accept
We're
his
waiting.
request.
Okay, Hendrik, the best.
Yeah.
Bro, and he says I'm all good, G. But yeah, as we continue with this, yeah? The thing is this. You might say that men don't talk. You might say that they should talk. But the worst bit about this is the gender perspective. Rape is rape.
Yeah.
Murder is murder. We should be looking at what is causing today's society to be so eager to kill each other. Have we been exposed to too much murder? Have we watched too many action movies? Don't we have any respect for life anymore? What exactly is causing people to have zero respect for the life of their fellow human being? It's not a gender thing. It's not a Shiro Kamau thing. It's not a Otieno and a this thing. It is not a Nigerian or Kenyan thing. It is happening all over the continent. If you go to Nigeria, it's happening. If you go to South Africa, it's happening. In Kenya, the same thing. Uganda, Tanzania, it's happening. When you accuse a country and label them as such, you're wrong for doing it. There is underlying factors that are prompting society into these mannerisms, because we never had them in our society as Africans. Why are we now killing each other so eagerly? Some girl just wants to give you that yoni, apatie ile cryptocurrency, you have a good time. You give her rent for money, money for rent, rent for money, whatever you whatever floats your boat. You rent her for her rent, you know. And she goes back to her daughter, who she's a single parent of, about to mess up and follow her own path. And she's creating a fellow herself. Why do you have to kill her and make sure now her daughter is a traumatized one, when she could have just been a prostitute like her mother?
You think that is right? Oh my god.
No, it's not right, but it is what comes up from society. Prostitutes create other prostitutes. Traders, business people create business people. Wackabees create wackabees. If your parent was so obsessed about working for somebody, trust me, so are you. If your parent was obsessed about creating a business, so are you. If your parent lived for babas, so do you. If your father was community penis, so shall you be. Because you idolize what your parents are. It's what you grow up with. It's the first thing you're exposed to. So what we should really be asking ourselves is, how do we better ourselves so that this behavior ends with us? Not pointing fingers at gender. And that's why I will be at the forefront of saying this femicide thing that you all are purporting is a hoax.
It is.
It's a
And
hoax.
it is not.
Let us state the murders that beat. Let us state that this person was killed and this other one. In January, how many people have been killed in romantic situations? That is something we should seek to stop.
And which should lead us to the question you asked, I think it was yesterday, either you or HR was asking, what do you think, or how would you judge the mentality of these murderers? Because you're asking what is the root cause, and at this point we're not talking about femicide, menocide, or whatever side it is. It is all genders being killed, including even children. Okay? So like, what do you think is the root cause of having this kind of mentality? What is going on? Is it the economic crisis cause? Again, I want to root on the facts where the two cases we are aware of is murder because of demand of money, you know. Whatever they were doing, we don't know. But it all ended up like, you know, I need money because you didn't do it or you can't do it. I must take you out.
Allow me to answer that, Joby, first before Shmani.
You know, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, so the first thing that they look at when they are investigating a murder is of course motive. And a murder case cannot be judged before the prosecutor and the detectives have established a motive.
True.
So I'll disagree with you on the motive that it is because of hard financial times.
No,
They're
I asked, is it
yeah, I'll
because?
disagree with that angle. I'm not saying you said that. I'm saying I'm disagreeing with that angle. They're also broke, but they're not killing people.
Okay.
I mean, people have been broke for ages, and there are other ways. So I think it is just, these are just criminals. Let us not stop looking for excuses for them. They are just criminals, psychopaths, and people who are greedy. They don't want to work, they want it easy.
So question, just a quick question before you continue. So you'd say the same with a normal routine thief, you know, mwenye anaiba kila siku, mwenye unauliza, oh, we broke every day, ama unasema the same thing.
I'm
we
talking
broke every
about the
day,
murders.
but we don't kill people.
I'm talking about the murders. My answer is based
On the
purely
murders.
Of course, hizo
murders.
hakuna mtu anamjua anaua. Mwizi unaweza tell mwizi anaua unless they are gunned down or now arrested. Can
Yes,
you tell? You
for
can't.
all criminals, I'll not make an excuse for any criminal.
Yes, so let's
Citing
put
hard
all
financial
criminals.
times. I
The
don't know,
criminal is a
economic
criminal.
times
Okay.
are bad. You know, economic times are not just bad for you.
So what's the problem?
The
What's
problem is
making
you are a
this thing?
criminal yourself. You just a greedy,
It is
lazy.
the glorification of the criminal element in today's society where women are led to believe that lying on your back and spreading your legs is a job.
Why is this becoming
Well,
a woman thing?
listen,
That is
where
not an
men
answer
are told,
problem.
where boys are told that you don't have to work hard, unaweza anzisha busy yako. Where boys are told, cheki, you unaweza nyonga mtu usiku, si lazima ufanye nini. It is a glorification, okay, of the criminal element in today's society where people want to be anti-system.
Yeah.
Okay. And once you start glorifying that factor in society, you're creating Gotham.
Question before Shmani talks. We also discussed on, could it be because I think so many people are going through a lot of healing. So many people are unhealed. So many people have been hurt. I think yesterday we had a very, very good discussion on the Black History because you've seen the definition of being hurt. Yeah? So many people are hurt. So many people are just going through a lot and have literally revenge, hold grudges and all that. What if I've just been, because we talked about stalking, and that someone can hold and wait for you for ages till they do what they want. And as I go just 10 years, the more I come, I'm waiting for the right moment. I'll get captive of you.
You just wanted to kill that person.
You know, I'll not rule out what Job is saying, because if you look at statistics, let's go back to statistics. If you say we should follow, most serial killers had bad childhood.
So
I'm not gonna rule out
we
what
need
Job
to
is
start
saying.
from.
That's true. That's an angle too.
That's an angle.
Yeah.
An angle.
But that is not the entire picture. We're but looking at a portion of the picture.
Don't you think it starts from somewhere? Because I
Yes.
love, let me tell you, a video I saw on TikTok.
Yes.
I don't know, it was on TikTok or a movie, but it was based on.
Like how it became a script.
I'm not sure. I love being very sure about what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's from TikTok or a movie I was watching, but this guy it was a movie.
Oh.
This guy said,
Scripted.
this guy said,
Scripted,
it's
ladies
okay,
and
it's
gentlemen.
scripted, but in reality, these things are happening. Yeah. He said he went back to his childhood memory and he was like, I saw my dad, since he was not a guy who could work, get his job and all that, he just went ahead killing people and taking everything he wanted, and seeing that excited me, and I wanted to be exactly like that. And this guy was amongst the best in prison. You know.
Shout out to
Like,
Joe
you know?
Mosquito for saying, Joby, can you introduce Brother Dimore to our good friend Coco Bata for those ashy knees?
What?
Ashy knees.
I won't
Very,
say
very
much.
ashy.
I won't say much.
Yeah.
I didn't get the reference. General was speaking.
But it's a good thing, I bet.
Is it a good thing?
Parara.
My knees.
Magoti.
Dimore is
No,
melanin.
so Mosquito, say what you say.
African men are packing my food.
Hey.
Listen.
No, back in the day, I used to date this girl that made
My
me
knees
feel-
are on camera.
Why?
over there.
Shout out to General Mosquito.
But yeah, look. Yeah.
As you
when you
answer,
look
as you
at,
answer,
yeah. When you look at, of course, let me start from the first conversation where you asked about now the killings. Yesterday we were on the streets. Now we were asking a couple of people also their thoughts about it, and some men said, you know, when we look at this thing, we can't take justification, or we can't let them justify, because to keep a reference and what we've seen and them asking for money, this is just somebody who, of course, alikuwa anataka do, but he would have asked for money. Dimore hata kama nataka do, naweza kakomba do in another. I don't have to go to the limit of killing you. So if I come and say, oh, CG, maybe there is rough economic status, I feel like we are justifying for them their actions, and it's not right for you to kill somebody. So whatever the case might be, there is always an alternative. You don't have to be to an extent of killing. Hata kama ume hold grudge, I might hold grudge, you know, I might be feeling some type of way about you, but I don't have to figure
Stab
your
you
level
to
baka,
death.
I wanna
Cut
kill
your
you.
penis off.
If I hata kama ni hasira aje and I end up killing
Snip
you,
your testicles.
Kamlesha, you normal.
No, but that is happening. Their
So
penises.
I mean, you all
Of
have
course.
double standards. Anyway, double standards in it. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, there's always an
Wanaume
alternative.
akiongelele wangu.
Hata
Tunataka
kama
kujo-
itafika
tukiongelelea
point-
inaitwa double standards.
Hata kama itafika ile point ya, you know, I wanna do something, I feel some type of where I wanna umenibo, I need money, I need anything. A thief is a thief. Unaget? Na I do believe I matter,
Choko
sijui uliiba
taya.
nini, sijui ulifanya nini. Wewe ni mwizi. Leo utaiba hii, kesho kutwa utaiba ile ingine. And you know, when you start doing this, you get comfortable kama hujaipatikana, and it becomes addictive, and you end up utaanza na leo ni kuku, kesho kutwa, alafu ujipate kwa streets umenyonga mtu akufa. You know, it starts from a point.
Kesho niuzie senke na 30k.
Exactly, it starts from a point. So we can't be justifying, CG alianza wapi. And then I do agree, something I read in college is the child has the biggest how do we say it? Is it innocence? Not innocence. Mtoto ndiye analana haraka. How
They hold on to things.
They learn
Like,
really quick
Their
from
subconscious
observation.
I'm really I'll get it right.
Capture.
But you guys get right.
Capture things quickly.
But yani, for example, let me give you an example. Ukifunza mtoi kitu na ufunze mtu mkubwa, mtoi atashika rasa. Like so, if a child starts saying something from...
Can I explain something? There's such a good analogy for that. So there's this bicycle that was created where its steering wheel can, if you go right, it goes left. Okay? So if you want to turn right, you have to turn left. Get what I mean? Even as I do it right now, when I say turn left, I turn right.
Yeah.
And it will say for an adult to be able to learn how to ride this bicycle, it will take 3 years.
Yeah.
But for a child, it's 5 to 6 months.
Exactly. So the psychology of a kid, psychology, yes, that is the right term. The psychology of a kid is different.
Psychosis.
So when for example I raise my kid and anaonaga nafanya kitu, if I am a prostitute, if I'm killing people, if I'm beating, hata sahu your thought. Growing up each and every day seeing it, it becomes like something normal to him. So that will become a norm to him. Rather than me nikiangalia hiyo kitu at an old age, I'll start thinking, but you know, there is another way about it. Unajua, I start thinking about the other person. But if I grow up in that. That's why you see, when they're saying, when a kid sees it starts from childhood, that's because the kid has always been seeing this each and every day, and they've actually normalized, and they'll never ukipiga mtoi mbele ya mamake hata isahau.
And that's how
every day they'll keep on thinking and they'll think is right. So that is also a perspective, but don't justify for crime. That is my thought.
And something I was reading the other day, there was an article of this man that was saying why to this day he's 47 and he's never been married. He says he sees no value in women, and as they were doing the interview, they came to realize this man watched his mother prostitute herself since he was a year old. Okay? Men would come, do his mom while he watches, and they'd leave. He got used to seeing his mother naked because they only lived in a one-room house, and all the way, like he'd be asleep katikati ya usiku, anasikia amesongeshwa na mtu ameingia kwa kitanda because they only had one bed. You get that kind of thing. When he says that one of the reasons why I've never seen value in women is because of how I grew up as a youngin, and it supports what Shmani is saying. Whatever kids see sticks with them. That kind of psychology, that kind of psychological trauma doesn't go away easily because you've traumatized this child from an operating system perspective. Because a child below 7 years old is a sponge, absorbs everything around them. You get? So if you if you hit your husband in front of your daughter, she will think it is okay to hit her boyfriend. If you bully verbally, mentally, psychologically bully your husband or boyfriend in front of your child, your daughter will think this is how I should handle men. I should bully them into submission using these tactics that my mother used on my father. If you verbally abuse your wife, same thing happens. Yet you come, when you're called into court to testify on your son's character, you say, I don't know where he got this behavior from. But your son was. So let us not seek so much into the agenda arena. Let us put it in the perspective of, these are human beings getting killed in our country, and we should get to the root cause. I might not know, you might not know, but I bet you if we all put our heads together, we'll figure it out. Okay, we'll figure out what is actually going wrong in this country, and we will be able to deal with it accordingly. And as we move on from this subject, I don't want to call it femicide or homicide or the killing Kenyan sprees or the Ruiru thing, you know. Inakadi tabia Ruiru, by the way.
Kuja Ruiru, si ukam Ruiru uniue. Kuna hiyo
Because they can roadi. You know? Yes. Sifiki wapi?
There's an abandon called
Because
Kuja Ruiru.
Theka Roiro.
Yeah.
Because Theka Roiro.
Yeah.
Nugget. So yeah, don't fall prey to all these things. And as we continue, we head straight
Moral of the day.
we head straight into the slapping champion in parliament. I mean, umse mikono zake zinakuanga active. He even got fatigued from slapping people. Wako in the same WhatsApp group, the slappers. Yeah. But MP wa Mumias, the sugar boy, the sweetest man in parliament, Mr. Sucrose. Mr. My company fell, but my county is still, my constituency is still named after it. Mumias East MP Salasia, he missed a court session for being fatigued and in hospital, and he was pictured in agony,
It's the picture for me.
yelling
Oh my
while
God.
he got
Injection.
an IV injection. What are your opinions on members of parliament who have their hands very active in public function?
First, this guy, it makes trending for very many reasons. He went to a burial and caused chaos. You saw that video?
Yeah.
A man can run.
Man can run. Man is
Hey.
everywhere.
Politician.
My guy was flying.
Yeah.
Then the next minute I am fatigued. Then the next
Ni
minute.
hiyo ya huko mazishi alikimbia juu ya kupigana.
Sawa.
Alipiga MCA. Ni the
Yeah.
same. It's the
Same suit.
So he slapped the MCA. Huyo MCA alikataa kuketi. Akamwambia weka chini. He was talking. Akakataa kuketi. Weka chini. Akakataa.
Ya
Akampiga.
Kibari kwa?
Kwa face.
So for me,
Na watu wakamfukuza.
for me, the only reason I'll be against this is because he's an MP. And as a leader, you're supposed to, as a leader, in our minds or how we think, you're supposed to be like an example to others. So that is the only reason I'm against it. But if you look at the whole context of why he slapped the MCA, the MCA deserved the
Context
slap.
ni gani yenye alikuwa
So
anasema
let
iti
me
my
tell you the
hands
slap.
iti
Let me tell you the
this
whole
guy
context.
moved closer to me and
No.
he went
My
closer to my
hands.
hands
Listen,
And his face.
and his face.
Listen, I watched the whole video. I don't know if you've seen the whole
We
video.
watched.
You did
The
watch.
MCA was the one who threatened him first. He told him, if you talk about Baraza again, I'm going to beat the hell out of you.
Nitakuvunja bro.
Alisema hivyo. So he said that first. And then he was standing there. And after he said that, it was Salasia's time to talk. So Salasia comes to talk. And this guy is just standing there. You know, it is disrespect. For you, for me as a person, I'm trying
As
to...
a man.
As a man.
As
I'm
a
trying to
man,
address umetoka
listen.
kunitusi. You've just insulted me. I'm
And now
here
you're
trying to
standing
talk
over
to
me.
people. You're standing right in front of me. I'm also... I would not...
Anakupasha
I
kitu kwa
understand
uso.
what he did, man.
Hey.
This guy was being provocative, to say the least. The MCA.
And
So the
also-
only reason I criticize it is because he's a leader. He's a let me say a politician.
As a man.
As a man, fully deserved. Yeah.
Mm.
You don't do that.
Man.
Katie.
But again,
This is not allowed. It's not allowed, especially when you're a public figure. You know, especially when you're
You're a
portrayed
content creator.
like ni content creator jokes. Na nakumbuka akiulizwa what is the climate summit. Ati the atmospheric pressure in Mombasa in the Indian Ocean. Sijui. Oh my god.
Very correct.
This person, I don't know. I keep on asking myself,
atmospheric pressure
nani
ilipanda?
alichagua huyu mtu?
I don't think you
Watu wa
understand how
Mumias.
the politics in the ground work. This guy will win
Connections.
in
The next one
And
is
also he's so
no.
close to his people. He goes
Connections.
cooler na
Kwa
watu.
ground.
Bro.
Kwa
Ye uenda
ground.
kwa ground.
Kwa
Ground
ground in
anafanya
Mumias.
vitu.
Watu wa Mumias
This
hawako
man
Twitter.
is loved.
Watu wa Mumias hawako Twitter, hawako IG, hawajui
What you I
watamvotia
need-
tena.
I need you to equate it to
na
this.
kuweka mauru.
Do you
hakuwa
remember?
gavana.
Do you remember Sonko as Makadara MP.
Yeah.
Do you know he was boxing people? Police,
Yeah.
Kanjo, KPLC, even going as far as to pay the entire bill, the entire constituency as team. The people fell in love with this man. He could do no wrong in the eyes of the people.
Yeah.
Unakuja tuna grab shamba, comes to your house and beats you up.
Were the people not cheering the slaps?
Aye.
No, see what the same people are the ones that chased him away.
No, no,
The
no,
MCA also has his
no.
followers.
It is not the people. It is the goons.
Walisema
Of course,
monas.
the
No.
MCA also has
They
followers.
said
The
monas.
MCA has his goons.
Yeah.
That is why you had gunshots. Because the MCA has what?
His goons on the ground.
No firearms. Yes. That's why toa. Kijana ametoka siaka kasuti karibu kanatoka huko hivi kanararuka matako. Alitoka siaka shana hiyo mbio. Yaani ile mbio ya cheki mimi nishai kwa msee wa MJE. Unagetea ni like nishaona building ikianguka na nikatoka mbio.
Yeah, sasa ni tofauti.
No, it was
it's
the
the
same
same.
day,
Wakimbiza.
just different times of the same day.
Yeah, in the
So
same
hapa the question is,
Same
would you
day,
let
Yes.
someone...
times of the same day.
The
Yes.
same place.
So
The
first of
question
all,
is-
aliingia kijana mabari while he was talking
Uh-huh.
and continued. And then after, while they were congregated in groups, Salasia looked around him and realized something. I am not among my people. I need to make a quick exit. And
Exit to live.
Salasia being Salasia, this is what he did. That man was gone. He looked left, or you say wangu, right, or you say wangu.
Salasia
Akaangalia
left,
nyuma
Salasia
akaona
left.
bodyguard ako na mmoja. Na yeye na bodyguard wakafuatana. Salasia first, bodyguard in his red tie second. Just money.
So it's just a question of, would you let someone disrespect you in public?
No, I don't think so, Dimore. I don't think it's just that
Slap you in
because
your mouth.
of course you don't accept any disrespect in any type of way. Personally, I don't accept disrespect, and I wouldn't accept even if as him being a leader. Skia, hata yeye ni kuwa leader, si ndio? As a leader himself.
Mani na usiongelee Dimore tena.
No, I'm not talking about Dimore. I'm talking about Selassie.
So,
He's a
is
leader,
it-
right?
Mtu amesimama mbele yako anakwambia na Shmani,
Ukiongelea tena
Ukiongelea tena
actually
Dimore.
nakupiga.
unakula
And
kibaya.
Salasia begged for like
Sinakupiga.
Salasia begged for like 4
That
times.
was not
Weka
begging.
chini.
That was
Weka tu chini.
That is not
Weka
begging.
chini.
No, that is begging.
That is not
Masculine
begging.
begging.
Warning.
No, masculine begging.
He actually said tafadhali. He said
Do not
tafadhali.
prompt.
Nasemanga kunanga system kwa ikifika sijui kwa leadership sijui kwa nini. So long as you're a good leader, nobody cares of how you led them. You know, you led these people. Hata tukisema Salasia is a rogue or whatever he does. Kwa ground ukienda unapata anapendwa cause kazi anafaa. Have you gone to Bakasi? See how people are crazy about Babu Owino. Because kwa ground ameshika. At the end of the day, hata kama ungesema oh this guy did this, he has a bullet, he has this. We're not justified.
So I don't know who else is with me on this, but I'm with Salasia.
So kama ni system, hakuna system eti ya leadership eti as a leader you're supposed to behave like this. My people are being fed, my people are feeling good.
I mean,
But
Kibaki
okay.
called them mafia kuku.
Exactly. and people are like, you know, because in the ground anafanya kitu, you don't accept
So-
disrespect.
sasa
I don't
nini?
agree with
It's
it.
the song
Sasa
of
nini
this
baya na
It's the
yule?
song karibu the
Unaenda
babu.
wapi?
I feel like it's the babu.
You know, but shout out to Mr. Dimples. Something you can learn from Embakasi East is how to get people to love you for ground.
Yeah. Because kwa ground wameshika, si kwa ubaya.
Si
Salasia
ati-
hata akiuliza ile story ya summit akasema mimi hadi sina hiyo shida ya summit kasi juu kujibu so long as
Hakuchaguliwa kwa mambo ya summit.
akasema amechaguliwa kuangalia sukari na ingiaje Mumias, kuangalia vitu zina, and it's true, that is
Siku
him.
flash.
And we also embrace mediocrity. Look at our leaders who are fluent, who can speak fluent English.
And they
What do
can't
they
even
do for
work.
us? What do they
Nothing.
do for us?
They steal money.
Mm.
Yeah, so at
With
the end
their
of-
big degrees and everything,
exactly.
you know?
So it's not leadership. Mimi nasemanga leadership aina ni kama mziki, aina system, aina way. Unajua so long as unalead
Shout out
watu
Sakaja.
so long as unalead watu vizuri. Ukumbuki watu wakisema siji the way wakardinali are supposed to behave. And they still, without even them behaving, they still made numbers. So leadership is the same. Hakuna you have to dress like this, you have to speak like this, you're leading people well, you have good morals, you have good manners, period. Your people are okay and fed. This one is
Shout out to Salasia who said it was the devil. So I think they should arrest the devil.
But it's hilarious. You know why it's funny? Because it's Salasia, and I don't think people are expecting much from him. I mean, what did you guys
why does
expect?
nobody talk about, they've broken
The
this
dimpled
guy's
man.
No, I'm not talking about the dimpled man. They've broken this guy's car for like 4 times now.
Yeah.
They always break his car's windshield. And I'm supposed.
Na bado dimples manze gari yake
Naja kipasha
javunjwa.
mse kwa barabara like ana.
Bwana check we. Like look. Vote for Salasia again. We need this.
Anajua wewe umepima kazi yako. Lakini bado is pointing at that guy.
Wewe unaniambia nini? Wewe unaenda wapi?
Salasia gave up on having a
Everything
windshield.
is gone.
So right now he has a paper bag.
Look at also the only man tumenyameka mikono kwa mfuko na but listen. Listen.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Mr. Dimples. Lazima Nairobi you
Mr.
are.
Dimples went to Kariobangi
yeah.
Started a certain project for giving schools food with a fake
I
watch,
thought Mabangi.
and he told those kids, "This is the watch I wear every day, a plastic watch,
Just wow.
just for them to be registered for the food program."
Lazima it work.
Lazima it work. Period.
Hiyo inaitwa Kariobangi.
Career band.
So don't believe me.
Our roads are flooded.
When problems occur in Nairobi, Mr. Dimples only flashes the left one. Akiwekea right, you all can't handle it.
Imagine, so you're giving food projects or food programs while the water drainage are bad.
Purchased boats.
Which boats?
Have you
Moja moja.
Motor
like
boat
Uber
uliziona. Motor boat.
Inakaa aje?
Uber boats.
Ni boats kweli ya BOT.
By the way, I heard there was a street child that drowned during the recent floods. Hawakupata boat.
Imagine.
That's a dark joke.
Yeah, but shout out to Mr. Dimples for dimpling through Nairobi.
Your sister here, your lost sister.
Akipata dumplings pia tulete. We accept dumplings on this
My one
end.
dimple.
So yeah, hata kama hatuna dimples, Omusani, we are part of you. But as we go to the entertainment sector real quick, see the simplest man in the industry.
Steve-O.
Steve-O simple boy. So Mr. Steve-O simple boy says that KRG the Don. Okay. So I quote, KRG is a video vixen. He is not a musician. If you do not collabo with a Jamaican artist, if you do collabo with a Jamaican artist, I do not care. You're a vixen. One day you will come to vixen in my video.
Alisema in my music.
In my music video, yes.
Shout out to Steve-O for supporting other talents. For supporting KRG's twerking career. Shout out to him.
I have a lot to say about this. You know, this all of them are content creators. That's what I think. They're more of content creators than
musicians.
They're not even musicians.
Artists.
Because even if we look at it, unapata tatoa ngoma moja after maybe 8 or even 1 year, right? Or he'll try and release songs that won't work. But akiongea hivi, this is why you know he's a comedian. Akifungwa mdomo, people react. Yes, they trend. They don't trend because of their music. They trend because
Gabina land here.
Of what they do.
Hakuongelesha Pretty Bishi ndio
Of what they do. So and I want to look at it from a perspective where we actually look at these songs na tunaona ni kali na sisi wa Kenya tumembrace. Mtu alikuwa anasema eti yani mlidanganya umse ni msanii. Na sasa kuna confidence ya kufeel yeye ni msanii. Na ukiangalia real talk, yeye si msanii for anything. Ngoma zake ni trash. Unajua from the start to hapana, ngoma yake ni trash. Dimore siwezi cheza hiyo ngoma kwa show. Hata nini fanyike, unajua.
Mani alisema ni kali.
Siwezi cheza ngoma ya Sivo Simple Boy.
Ngoja rudia tena.
Nilidhani ni ya KR.
So I can't play that song, and I feel like it's really a bad. It's really Kenyans actually embracing this type of madness, this type of allowing this music. It's not. Let's look at real music.
Kenyans
it's
like trash.
Entertainment, but the more isi mziki. Tukue wasanii wenye wanajua kuimba. We embrace. Hawa ni entertainers, hawa ni wasanii, hawa unajua. Let's embrace everything. Seti mziki eti sasa kavebeka zote ni mziki. Tunakuja kucheza hiyo kitandeni. Unaulizwa eti what eti ngoma gani za Kenya zina trend? Unaangalia vitu na ina trend mbona?
Hapa umwapafedia iko pale.
It don't make sense. It's us for us to decide. Kama mtu ni content creator, kama mtu ni sijui what, kila mtu stay kwa lane yake. And let's not embrace. Unajua mbona watu wanasikia hizo vitu za Steve because of his personality, because of the way he is. That's why akitoa ngoma. Na ukitaka kujua watu wachezi, because go and look at the comment section, you can go crazy. Unajua tu watu wanajua this is trash, but watu embrace. Why are we embracing?
On this, let's Steve Simple Boy have his bread.
But
so
I'm not fumbling with his bag.
So shout out to Polyamorous Jerry. He says your past is no reason to blame your current perspective. True. And there is no guarantee that what you see will be what you accept. Shout out to Polyamorous Jerry for joining us, as well as Adeno anasema Shmani drip iko on top. Pablo Escobar. And then he says ati KRG conscience alafu wanatutolea ngoma ya ufala.
Imagine
ati time bomb.
Time bomb. You put your conscience. Unajua hata kama tuseme
iko tunashusha nyavu.
Iko labo conscience angefanya na mtu mwingine inge hit more than alifanya na KRG. Siko ubaya, but hata tunasikia conscience amelalisha kiasi.
Shout out to DJ Flani anasema Kenya hata
venye ukinini na fala pia unakuwa fala so.
Yeah, DJ Flani anasema Kenya hata president ni content creator.
The way I was showing Shmani some parliamentarian wakiwa parliament ako live TikTok. Alikuwa imagine wako parliament.
Anatafuta pesa ya TikTok.
Ako live TikTok. Nani MP? Ni Murkomen. Murkomen ama ni nani? Anyway, alikuwa live TikTok. Wako parliament. Unaona wako parliament na parliament inaendelea. But yako live TikTok.
Everybody's a content creator. Loud.
Yeah.
But she's promoting a business.
Fun, 22.
21.
My apartment at 21.
Tutakukulia hapo tu usijali.
BNB utadedi.
Slaughter.
Utadedi.
Niko na mambicho kwa Airbnb.
It will end in tears.
Look, but at the end of the day, shout out to John Mosquito. He says, am I the only one that thinks Shmani looks like Michael Jackson in that hat? Ebu give us like a moonwalk thing. Wow. That is not Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson from Quickman. Michael Jackson Watagi.
Michael Python.
And DJ Flani says, guys, talk about young girls in Airbnbs with Nigerians.
We've already done that. Check
my dear friend, yes, we have been talking about your girlfriend in that Airbnb. Okay? We understand that you do not like it, but that is where she's at right now. So, vumilia atakuja na chicken in. Okay. Apart from that, I feel like we have exhausted the Nigerian thing with the Airbnbs. We should not be prosecuting a country, a people, over something even karaoke did. Even something Otieno did. Atieno did. Matara did. And his gang. After Kanyari siblings are involved. If that is not a blessed business, I don't know what. No, I could not finish that sentence. Lakini, sema amen?
Amen.
Amen. Yes. As we talk about churches. Oh man, poverty is the enemy.
I know.
Poverty is the enemy. So do not judge all these girls that you see, all these Salasias. And there's a story of a 16-year-old girl named Becky Wanjiru Kimani that went missing on 3rd January 2024. She was last seen at the Kobil area of Ongata Rongai, Kajiado County. Her home area is Kidfamako in Kikuyu. She was last seen wearing a black Puma hoodie and grey sweatpants. In case you have any information about their whereabouts of this young lady, kindly call her parents. And the number is 0728 991470 or 0710 321557. I repeat, the numbers are 0728 991470 and 0710 321557. Again, her name is Becky Wanjiru Kimani. She went missing in Rongai in Kajiado County, and her home area is Kidfamako in Kikuyu. She was last seen in black Puma hoodies and grey sweatpants.
Kobe is last year.
Yup. And shout out to DJ Flani. He says, Jerry Mosquito says, yes, leave Nigerians. This goes way farther. Mr. Black of Fire says, damn, Kamlish. And DJ Flani says, the rest of Africa is in African Cup. Kenya took Airbnb. And Jerry Mosquito says, yes, leave Nigerians alone, they are humans. And then DJ Flani says, Jerry Mosquito, na tunafaa kuchukulia mosquito serious shuan.
Alright, joking about just some comments. Now the Nigerian High Commission in Kenya has issued an advisory. And the Nigerian High Commission, the NHS, has issued an advisory following a wave of gruesome Airbnb killings that has recently left 2 young women dead. According to the statement seen by the BRK, the NHC is concerned by Kenyans on social media and local media linking the murderers to Nigerians. The High Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in Nairobi is concerned by the preponderance of online blogs, doctored videos, and social media posts maliciously entrenching spurious speculations that Nigerians have perpetrated these heinous crimes. Reads parts of the statement. The Commission has further urged all Nigerians in Kenya to remain calm and to continue to be law-abiding and respectable members of the public. However, Nigerians are advised to be vigilant and to avoid unnecessary movement, even as investigations are ongoing and formal communication from the post-law enforcement authorities are awaited. The statement says the communication also appeals to members of the public to refrain from disinformation and making misleading statements. Warns peddlers of incorrect information targeting Nigerians that action could be taken against them. The High Court Commission also taking proper note of the channels through which such disinformation is being shared and would like to assure that necessary action within the scope of international law and extant legal provisions of the host authorities will be involved as appropriate. That is what is happening. Now, they say, you know, if you call out Nigerians, if you talk and, misinform people, yes, if you misinform people, they'll come for you. Yeah.
Okay, man. And that is something I'm advocating for, because it's not a Nigerian thing, it's not a Kenyan thing, it's an African thing, it's a worldwide thing, where people have resorted to killing each other, organ harvesting, because the minute, and the only reason these things are coming out to the public is because these are the ones where they were careless. The ones that we found out about.
Yeah.
Before Scarlet, How many do you think had gone through that route that we didn't know?
Lots.
How many had been blackmailed with those nudes?
So many.
How many had paid that 50,000? But the minute a relative to a celebrity becomes involved, now we take it seriously. I say this with all due respect, I wish it was a more prominent figure that this had happened to.
We'll be banning. Kenya would be banning now.
We'd be taking this issue more seriously. But as we continue, on a lighter note, let's assume you have a daughter. What will be the rules for any young man that is coming to take your daughter out on a date? Joby. What will you have a daughter? She's 17. For 17 years you have raised this young girl.
I remember from the way I grew up, and saying I had a responsible parent, and I also had a responsible man. He used to come home, ask my dad if he can take me out. Then my dad would
How old
say,
was he?
I gave you the age gap yesterday. I gave you the age gap. So he used to come, ask for my dad permission. Then my dad could say yes or no at times. But majority of the times, so I go, then he's given a strict time of when he should take me back home. And it never became an issue.
Okay.
So I think
But you do understand that a young man will not be that courageous.
True, but this comes from also the way you raised your daughter or the other gender, you know, because it comes with you understanding being outside late, it's dangerous, you know, doing 1, 2, 3 things, especially if you're getting to know someone, you need to be conscious. So for me, I think with my dad, he was comfortable with the man because it's someone he had seen around for years. Yeah.
Okay. Dimon, you have a daughter.
You can only do
Let's
as
assume.
much. You can only do as much, you know.
Her name is Mary Jane. The love interest of Spider-Man. Peter Parker is at your door asking you, how do I date?
The names are so wrong.
As Baba Mary Jane,
Yeah?
I always say you can only do as much, you know. You can only do as much. In as much as you can be there for them and everything, you can raise them well, you can be strict on them, bringing home them. For example, if you look at the story of the TRM murder, the girl lied to the parents that she went to her cousin. You know, as a parent, you
Then
cannot-
lied to the cousin she went on a date.
and even the parent, probably they called the cousin and the cousin was like a kouku.
Ako hapa.
Yeah, you know, you can only
Afinywe.
you can only do as much. That's all I can say.
Shmani,
Yeah, personally,
you have
mimi
Shmani.
niliraisiwa plus I was raised in a family where that was not allowed. I don't know, I was from a strict like family. My dad wouldn't entertain. All the time I saw him, that was not a factor.
Did that stop you from it?
No, it didn't, because I really want to change that, because minimal at lower point I didn't have these even conversations with my folks, my mom personally, because she's raised me for the better part of my life. So sini watu kwa tunapatana outside, alright? Not close to my home, not anywhere really close to outside like mbali huko, unajua kwa makona like places mbali, yani
Usinishike pali najulikana.
unajua that kind. But of course, if I would have a daughter and I'd of course have rules, some rules, you know, time is a factor because of security and stuff like that. There will also be I'd really want like somebody responsible, and I'd be safe knowing the person, not kupatana kwa vichaka, unaget. I'd really love to know the person that is with my daughter, so that I can feel comfortable. That is a factor for me.
Okay.
I believe the first step is just teaching your children how to be responsible, because at the end of the day, you know, our watoto tawambia kila kitu, because I remember I came also from like my mom is so overprotective even up to date. So nilikuwa ile ya she doesn't want to see me with the men outside. Alikuwa ananiambia aje, nisikuone na vijana kwa barabara, nisisikie ulikuwa na vijana kwa barabara. So instead of that, she gave me a room where I could bring them at home.
What?
Like nisikuone na wao, kama wanataka kukuona wakuje huku. So she allowed me that, and as unajua like sasa tukiwa kwa barabara of course unajificha. So when she allows me to bring them at home, it feels like she's okay with it. She need kujificha because I'm not doing anything wrong. So the first thing is just make sure your children are comfortable, make sure you teach them how to be responsible. And you know, after nikileta baboy, my mom could call me to the bedroom and ananiambia, Jerry, deke go in like she used to talk in mother tongue. She used to tell me, you know, one thing about these men, the only thing they can do for you right now, they can't even feed you. Yeah, they will give you, they will get you pregnant, abandon you. You will bring that baby and I'll not take care of that baby for you. You know, and also she told me they can also give you diseases. You want me to be taking you outside the kukuanika? And I was like, no, I don't want that. So I have to become responsible. So at the end of the day is teaching your children to be responsible and also teaching them, you know, this is how you deal with men. If there is somebody anakukatia na wewe pia una nini.
Shout out to your mom. I feel like a lot of moms sugarcoat it. I feel like most moms should do what Katie's mom did. Bring that boy here. Anakuambia, yani na sura yako mzuri umechagua ile ng'ombe.
My mom would ask me, okay, every time, you know, me actually my friends are, most of them are male. So niko na mabeshte wengu maboy. So mtu akinitafuta, niko home, kuja kwetu. So every time my mom is seeing different faces, ananiuliza, "Uyo naye ni nani? Where is that one from?" Ati sasa huyo mlijuania wapi? Yeah, and she would ask and she would want to know even the parents. So like the moment I realized she's doing this for me, and also she's comfortable with me bringing them at home, and she's giving me room to grow. I couldn't hide anything. Like I used to tell her, "Uyo ni wa huko, kwa mama yake ni huyu." You know, the parents are this and this and this.
Unamwanika kabisa.
Yeah, you know. It wasn't even bad because my mom is not now being harsh. She's like allowing me
encouraging.
To do, yeah.
I feel like it's a good thing having parents who can have this kind of open relationship, because it's like an open relationship between a parent and a child. Because for me, I can say I was lucky from both parents, my mom and dad. When it came to my relationship, I couldn't hide it. Like, this is what I'm saying. So it's either you like it or not. And you just have to make them feel comfortable with that. And they have to be comfortable. And you're giving them the assurance you're dealing with someone who's real.
I feel like most of your parents are very involved.
Mine was not for anything.
Me, myself, and I am not involved. I am not involved enough to tell my child to bring that scumbag home. Look, I will shoot you.
Imagine
I will have dogs.
the problem with parents is
kibare kwa face hapa akiingia tu kwa gate just before.
Such damn mzazi ni someone your assumption.
Yes.
See, the assumption you have.
You're in my house now. Yeah.
The assumption you have, Kamlesh, is what brings the inferior or the fear of ladies wanting to come and talk to you about, hey, Dad, I have a boyfriend.
I'll not do that.
Or what do you feel?
No, she will never know. She will never know that this man was slapped. He shall just come back with the fear of the Lord in his eyes. The fear of your father.
I want to ask Katie, because most of the people who are bringing home, they're on dates.
I don't want to date. They're actually my friends.
So if I bring someone home, then you have the assumption
don't assume that we are dating. You know.
In your manner,
and you know, let me tell you, Kitambo, this shame over your daughter being seen around the time. So I bet this is what my mom was trying to hide. Ananiambia aje walete huku kuliko kushinda ukionekana na watu kwa barabara. And that I was even too young for sex. What do you mean?
Haina shida. What I'm saying
You are
is,
being
no
beaten
problem.
thoroughly.
We shall take a walk with this young man.
Barabara.
That when me and this young man are on this walk, I'm showing him
We'll have
the
a
type of livestock I have around the house.
Let me tell you.
I guarantee he stays in that position. But if he tells me who you need, my girl,
then he'll know I've taken care of you.
yes,
for 22
then
years.
for 22,
It's just a short
yes,
conversation.
very short, but
Monday.
it might involve pain. It might involve a loose tooth.
You know, if you dare touch that man, let me tell you, that's how you want to destroy your relationship and your daughter. Like it or not.
Yeah.
My daughter is not.
Like
You
it
see-
or
you see-
not.
No.
You see,
What?
why would she know?
Atasema.
Namwambia look.
Man talk.
Kama
Namwambia
ni mwanaume utampiga na asirudi, atampata tu na atamwambia.
Natamwambia.
Ah,
Mbudako
si ati
aliniambia
asirudi.
nikae mbali na wewe.
I will not tell him to stay away.
Like you're
That
my
is not
enemy,
the
you're
point.
taking in
Listen,
progress.
I will not tell this man to stay away. Why? What I do is,
That's what most fathers do. Now.
this is your girlfriend, eh? Now your girlfriend is my daughter. So let me teach you what protecting my daughter looks like. What? Can you handle such kind of slaps? This is what happens when you mess around with my daughter. I was just giving you but a taste. So as I license you to be the outward protector of my daughter, I expect you to deliver such kind of slaps to people that are disrespectful to your girlfriend that is my daughter. So I'm but transferring the level of pain I expect you to inflict if my daughter is disrespected.
Let me tell you.
Eh? Ati unakuja tu na kusmailia kwa nyumba yangu, kwa compound yangu, drinking my water, drinking my soda, eating my food, and then trying to eat my daughter. Look,
On the line of parenthood, lazima utakosana na mtoto wako juu ya either dem yake ama
My child is
chali
a-
yake. Cause more ananiambia
tunakosana nini?
tutakosana.
Check.
Kama it's like it or
Unajua
not,
unanifukuzia
ningenyonga
chali
ungekuwa tunakosana nini? You were but a youngest session away from not
Sasa
existing.
unifukuzie chali yangu.
Sifukuzi.
Nataka kuenda.
Sifukuzi. I'm just teaching him
Ama
the
tuende
value of
na
my
yeye.
child.
Si utamwambia hivyo upate nimeenda na yeye.
Utarudi.
Utarudi tu. Atakupiga character development.
Kuja hapo kama-
Urudi ukinililia nikwambie waletange sasa ni wakule mabare and you shall bring them. Trust me.
Do you know there's a day I ran home and my dad assumed I ran away to a man's house. So
Did you?
No,
Where did you run away
gone
to?
to my auntie's house.
Was there a boy there?
So when I came back, no. So when I came back, kitu ya kwanza mwanaume ananiambia east or west, home is the best. Niko like bro.
Hata mimi ningekwambia hivyo.
Eh?
Hata kwa auntie yako itoshi mboga.
Unajua kwanza niko like the first assumptions you had in your head are so pathetic.
Look,
So I beat you in the game.
no.
I beat you
No,
in the game number
you
one.
think you
Because
did.
you are assuming I'm at a man's house.
No, you think you beat him in the game.
Ow.
But trust me, if he had beat the game, you wouldn't exist. No, you can never beat your father. Listen, you can never even outsmart your father. I existed as a whole being when you were nothing but a cell. Okay, when you were nothing but residue.
Where are you
Hawa
right now?
ndio watakufukuzia bwana kama ule dem tulikuwa tunaongelea jana. There is a girl who is 32 years old, unmarried, amemaliza unajua
Masters.
siku hizi kama umefika 25 you're unmarried. Sawa, you're not single.
Unaendeleaje?
Yeah, so this woman is 33 ni ukweli mwenye unataka umefika 25 you're unmarried. So
How many
Who
years?
said that?
Ngoja, how many years are you?
Siku hizi wanauliza, waulizi single, nakwambia unmarried.
unmarried.
Imagine.
So
Kwenu.
this woman
3 years to go.
well, I'm still children. So this
Sweet
woman
16 this year.
let me give you the story. Ama ujipe.
Huh?
So this woman,
Self-edit.
yeah, she's 32 years old. Yes, very pretty. She lives,
Right.
yes.
Does she have a good personality?
Please,
let me give you the story. Ama mjipe.
Nipe.
So this woman, she's 32 years of age, and she lives at her parents' house. So she has completed her studies and everything. Every time she tries to see a man, babake anamfukuza na panga. Anapata huyo mwanaume anamfukuza na
That's an
panga.
idiot.
No, listen, move.
The girl
Acha
is
kuishi
an idiot.
nyumbani.
Why?
No.
You are
I blame the
32
lady.
years old.
No,
I'm
it's a
saying the
lady.
lady is an idiot.
How?
Yes.
You're 32 years old.
Why are you living at home?
Kuna wazazi
Hata acha
wanataka
nikuzie
utoke
kwako
kwao
kidogo.
hivyo.
Alienda
Because
kwa
that's-
Sijai kukulia kwako na unataka to date.
You're 32. You
Hata
can
siwezi
stand
kukulia
up to
kwako,
your
kwako ni
father
kweli.
and tell him you want to move out, man.
Maybe
Oh,
budaka
you
anamdishi.
Maybe. That's a good idea.
Budaka because eti every time I look for
32
Why is he
sister,
overprotective?
na 32
Why you even
umeshamaliza
at home?
shule.
She should tell us what is going on between her and her father.
Namfukuzianga na panga.
That's an idiot.
I know it's
Na
so
amekaa
bad.
tu hapo.
But what
Anakuja
can
na
you do?
nani?
You can't beat your father.
Sitoke
Vitu
uende.
zingine mpiga na mdomo.
Makaa kwa bedsita nikukulie hapo. Ai, listen. Don't be that. I blame her.
Mimi
You
niko
can
kwa
say
familia yenye
your
wanataka
father-
utoke home ukiolewa.
What do you mean?
I
Na
swear.
harusi.
What? Where?
Ni kitu yangu mwili nitoa home.
Una
Anakaa hapa ukujiwe home. Ukweli.
No.
Hata nataka ufanye kazi hapo urudi mtaani.
Kwa mfanyie kazi.
So personally for
Ufanye
me,
kazi
for me,
urudi
I would never marry a woman who's never lived alone.
Yep.
Never.
Delulu.
I would never. Just
Sikia na mlisema mtaendea Murang'a. Nadhani Murang'a kuna bedsitter.
Shout out to Steppers. Steppers is in the building. He says our society is rotten, peer pressure at its peak, maadili zimepotea, consequences are in line.
Sure.
He goes on to say, play for me international love. Hiyo ni ya usiku.
It's not a music show.
And he goes on to say, the fear of the father is the beginning of wisdom, fear me. Yes. And he goes on to say as well, spread love, not fear. And Mr. Black on Fire says, I'm back, had to stop and get some breakfast. I'm still a growing boy. yes, growing boy. And he says, Joby with another one of these messed up stories. Today I'm Kamlesh and his Latino women serving me all this spicy breakfast. Look, get me her number, key. Unanipotezea wakati.
Lol.
Somebody translate unanipotezea wakati to key. Me and her will be chatting. I'd be getting nudices, of Latinos that serve spicy food.
You was warned.
Look, mimi ni kama walisema nini, the cat inafanyanga nini?
Meows.
She said she said what the cat does. Yeah, and John Mosquito says, Kamlesh, it's step ass, not steppers.
That is kid who can't mention Stepper's name. He says step ass.
No, John Mosquito called him step ass.
But even though
Yeah, you keep to wait evil. But yeah, man, what are your closing remarks regarding daughters
Love.
and kids and sons and mother and Airbnbs and heads missing?
Let me start. Personally, since we have in this something, shout out to Real Mika. She said something, and which is true. She majority of the times doesn't make sense, but she made sense.
Walai.
That at a time like this, kuzaa imekuwa like a competition. And I think majority of the young people don't understand what parenthood responsibility comes with. Because everything we've talked about here as a factor towards it, like we've spoken about, it's either due to bad parenthood, like we've given an example, where you see your parent who is a hooker and you don't know anything but just being a hooker, because that's what you grew up seeing. And something Shmani said, a child's mind picks up, the psychology picks up everything, and it will never, trust me, haitawaitoka kwa kichwa. So what I'd advise the current generation of today, as you're getting into parenthood,
Nyonga.
Hapana. Usinyonge. Like, understand what this responsibility comes in with. You are literally creating a reflection of you, which needs to have a good, what should I say, a good image, better even than what you had, or better than who you are. So be very careful, so that we cannot have this kind of, incidents. Ensure if it's a woman, you educate them. Like we said yesterday, a lot of things need to be taught to both genders, to understand the differences, or how we can understand each other in the society later. Because I give a perfect example, period shaming. If we were taught this, both genders, point mademo wanacheka juu wamejimess, unaona. And for us, I'd say you not see us laughing every time we hear a man is being raped or abused, because it's an issue discussed and we taught from the beginning. So it all starts from the roots.
Don't rape your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Dimoro, what do you have to say?
Be a father to your daughters. Enjoy the rest of your week.
My closing remarks is, and I'll agree with Joby, educate your kids. Raising a kid, and this is going to reflect on all the conversations we've had, because if we educate our boys, we won't have rapists. If we educate our girls, we won't have girls laughing at men. We won't have girls going to prostitute because you taught them the right way. So when get a child when you feel you are ready to sacrifice everything. It's not only financial, it's all about a lot of things that you have to sacrifice as a parent. Mental, are you ready physically? Are you ready to drop all this? Are you ready to sacrifice everything for your kids? When you feel at that point you're ready, then definitely have babies, because with that perspective you'll definitely raise
a responsible
person who knows and will tackle everything they face in their lifetime responsibly. Yeah, so that is my thought. Enjoy the rest part of your day. Let's meet tomorrow morning at 8. Much love.
I think all is said. We all need to educate these young girls, these young men, because at the end of the day hao ndio wanaenda kukua hizi vitu zenye tunaona huku nje. So yeah, with all that said, guys, have an amazing rest part of the week and also part of the day. Hope to see you tomorrow early in the morning.
Yeah, I am basically going to reiterate what Dimori said. Be a father, not just to your daughters, but to your kids.
Yeah.
Okay? Be a father to your son, teach him the value of women. Be a father to your daughter, teach her her own value. Okay? Till next time, this has been Tubonge, brought to you by the one and only Kamlesh and the best panel in the business. The Black Hole Fire Network, the media of the 21st century, is where the conversation happens. Check it out on YouTube, on every single streaming platform that you can think of. We are everywhere. Till next week.
Kwaheri.
Much love.